for us was that we do testing on the dagger ourselves because we had received information from top tier players that the proc rate was nutty, and that we continued with one crit pally per raid prioed first mage blade, and that was a democratic decision from 9 of the 10 people discussing it, and the only person who didn't agree with that decision was Hamish and himself. And look, I don't even know these guys prior to this guild.
Yeah, I
don't know Pronkers prior to this guild whatsoever.
Who even cares? It's one item. It's one fucking item, guys. It's one fucking item.
Ajax is gonna have a mission on this click thing.
Didn't Hamish literally go off at someone for having like a fit, like the hunter? Like, didn't he literally?
Can we?
That was Wrath, wasn't it?
Have you got anything
during Group 3?
That you need up?
I think for Anchorman's sake, you shouldn't go into this trying to defend us. You should do your proper
we need to just answer
investigation.
the questions.
That's why he's asking. Yeah.
Yeah, give me the second. Give me a second.
Rather than this is difficult because everybody's talking right now. Maybe we could just talk to Anchorman just in like separately with maybe like a group of like 10 of us. We'll bring some members, some leaders, etc., and we'll try to get to the bottom of how we can defend ourselves.
Well, I'm server muting every associate in here right now.
Nothing really
Starting
needs
with
to
that.
be defended, man, to be honest.
Yeah, there's nothing...
People will see, if there's a liar, there's a liar. I mean, in the case of Mageblade, every single AE tick, every single Blizzard tick can proc dagger. I mean, there's no question.
Are there any logs of that?
It's simple common sense. Well, that's what
reiterate again.
Like, can we like test this or get some logs? Find someone on Warcraft logs with it?
You farm it yourself and test the logs, bro, and then give us the answer, because that's what we need. This is all it was.
It's like, one item.
Okay.
Not which blade, the Mara blade.
Problem right here, right? And at the end of the day, it's stronger if all of the leaders decide on an item to be given to a player. It's stronger that we stick to that, right? It really is. It's way more important than one fucking item getting it wrong, okay? Like, focus in for a second here, guys. All of the leaders but one decided on a way. Okay, guys? All of us. But one. Alright? That's way more important than the specific item at hand.
Just for reference of this whole like click thing, like half of the leaders in this guild, there's three original leaders, and then a fourth that came in at launch, and every single other leader that helped, out of all the 10, they're all acquaintances, some strangers. It's a whole mix of people. There's no like predetermined thing happening here. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say there's no such thing as a click. I only got brought into this guild because of fucking Hamish. I was going Horde. He asked me to come Alliance. Like, I'm literally only.
I requested Hamish to help me set up the guild as well.
Yeah,
so this really all comes down to me.
I'm only here because of Hamish, and like, there's no click. We're all
to the Anchorman. Does that answer your question to an extent, without going into the detail of the Mageblade per se?
Yeah.
The truth of the answer, he's just didn't get his way, so he's fucked.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't get his way,
and that's it. He's essentially dummy pretty much.
What didn't he get his way on that caused him to take your guild bank and run?
So he didn't get his way on a couple of things. The first thing is the Mageblade. We literally talked about it for ages, right? And we came to the consensus that we wanted to give out 3 to our 3 paladins first for later phase crit pally builds, and then we'll start giving them to our mages, right? But he wanted the mages to get them straight away. Even though all 11 there's like 11 of us leaders. We didn't want to do it that way. That's the first thing.
This is also coming from a perspective of Hamish raided as a mage on private servers, and his perspective is coming from the biased mage perspective that never got Mageblade because it was always given to a holy pally. That's literally been the meta.
Man, us mages don't even
the fact too that it's 1 pally per one of our 3 raids.
Yes, only one per raid, just to build enable. We're
not.
Because I know you need the facts.
We're not giving out 10 mage blades to the 10 paladins.
It's 1 paladin per raid to enable the crit build for the main tank here. Because keeping your main tank alive, in a tried and true way, is going to help DPS further down the line as we drop out healers for more DPS into the raid.
The second thing he didn't get his way. You go, Nomad. Sorry.
Mason in Guild is saying that his mage blade got given to a druid who guild quit a month later. That's why it's a soft subject for him. It's literally like an immature, can't get my way dummy spit. That's what it is. That's the kind of person he is.
Druid can't use it?
I think it's multiple reasons, man. Like, it's multiple reasons, definitely. It's not just, we can't attribute it.
He's fucking autistic.
Yeah.
Second problem, personally, I think, is he's trying to be the big dog, and he's not.
Absolutely.
He's trying to be the big dog. He's had nothing in life, and
boys, he's trying to kill us. He's trying to kill us, boys. If we stick together, that's even better. Like, we win.
Yeah,
let's just stick to the facts for Anchorman.
Union better.
Yeah. What's the next thing Anchorman do? Does that kind of answer your question?
Facts. Yep.
Did we accidentally mute Anchorman?
No, but everyone's talking. Everyone
No,
wants to shut up.
no. Anchorman mutes himself and unmutes him when he wants to talk.
Okay, cool. Totally good. Just checking. Thank you.
What else is there, Anchorman?
So I'm just going through it now, but I'll just say that it's not so. You're probably not going to like this, but one of Hamish's main points was that essentially you guys all do all of this, trickery up in your clique of like your officers and all that. And then when you guys are talking right now about decisions you made in your officer class and whatever, you're talking like you're not consulting the rest of your guild kind of thing.
No, so that's actually, so Hamish is one of the dudes who was pushing to keep it an officer. I was the one pushing very hard, everyone can confirm this, to get it to class leaders to decide on loot.
And
that's why I tried to make class leader channels from the beginning, couldn't happen.
Yeah, and we may as well put
Didn't
in
Hamish delete them?
Shut up, everyone,
Shush,
please.
Zedu, please, shush.
Fine, I'll be quiet.
Talking stick. Yeah.
Class leaders are also not officers. Let's put in that. Our class leaders are nothing a part of the officer corps. They are all just raiders that have been asked and have stepped up to the challenge.
Correct, yeah. So they were all fresh recruits. People that have started that had no history.
Scriptic and J-Rob, who are the mage and warlock class leaders respectively, were specifically asked about the mage blade prio, that they understood why we were choosing to do it, and that they were okay with it. And they'll both be happy to confirm that.
It's literally just one person.
If you can find any other members that went off with Hamish, let us know, because I don't know any member that has gone off with Hamish. So
yeah,
it's one person verse.
So there's a lot of people who have just bought into what was posted. So
yeah.
I think my article will kind of do wonders. But once again, I need to be like very, very informed on everything to be able to do a structured response, because as you can see from yourselves, even though his whole post has a few flaws in it, it was overall it's pretty detailed. So hold on, give me a sec, but I'll fetch some quotes for you that are in the screenshots he's posted, and I just need, as officers, your responses to them.
He's deleted every message, by the way, that he sent to us.
Just deleted everything he sent to us, just so we can't.
I took photos of them.
So
at least my ones.
I'll tell you my personal view on what I thought it was before I even came in here. So I assumed it was something along the lines. See, when you told me that he'd taken everything around, I wasn't too surprised, because from what I heard and when I contacted him and what I heard, I assumed that it was something along the lines of there was something kind of not dodgy or some little scheme you guys were running or something, nothing out of the ordinary, mafia wink wink. And then essentially he didn't get his way on something and decided, well, fuck it, I'm going to bury this guild. That's the vibe I got from the whole article. So from the beginning, I was leaning towards like, I want to hear what you guys have to say. So we've gone through the blade, that rock weapon or whatever. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think anyone, including myself, buys it. I don't think I can print that, because like, no matter what you tell me about the the proc blade, it's kind of like telling me to believe in like the Bible or whatever. It's like I have to see it to believe it, you know. So that's the first thing. The second thing is in terms of he's done you dirty kind of by saying that you want to give the mage blade to paladins in the first place just for the screenshot saying that you want heal bots essentially for getting rank 14. Look, to be honest, I don't have all that big a problem with that because it could have been like a guild what do you call it, agreement, where you want someone to get rank 14 kind of thing, so you're willing to go that extra mile. That's a lot of things guilds are doing.
It wasn't the idea of putting the item on pronkers isn't really for PvP. I've seen pronkers PvP with lesser items. The thing is, pronkers specifically receiving the eye, if you don't know much about him, he's been a very, some people would say polarizing, but he's a very iconic person in the Oceanic Classic WoW scene. Everyone he's done fantastic things for Australia and Classic WoW. And this is more or less a thank you to what he's done to not only the whole, but also to the guild as well.
This is a very good raid lead. Like that's literally the bottom line. He's a good raid lead.
Can I also touch on one more thing about that? Pronkers has been one of the first 60s in the guild, been running dungeons out of his fucking ass for a very long time, and look at his gear, guys. He's been the unluckiest guy with drops. He's one of the most undergeared warriors. Like, of course, we're going to give him an item to bump him up when he needs it and for the stuff that he's done. Like,
that's why it hurts. Yeah, that's why it hurts so much, Anchorman, because it's not an item for him to one-hit people with. It's an item for the guild. It's an item of clout to us. We don't care how far he ranks with it. We wanted to put our assets together as a guild and get the item online so people would see our tag, they'll see Pronker's name, and they'll see the two-handed hammer.
I'm pretty sure you
This
can
is
literally.
hilarious. Sorry, guys, I just bump in.
Welcome, Fez. This is contest.
Welcome, Fez. Anchorman, I'm pretty sure you.
Guys, I'm coming back tomorrow. That's gonna be so fun. I think this situation, to be honest, is hilarious because basically, yeah, we lost the fucking mats, but that's it. There's nothing else we're going to lose. This guy is turning himself into a meme. I don't know if you realize this is so funny. To me, this is hilarious.
This is a fucking joke. It is.
It's
like
so funny. I opened Discord like because I'm so addicted to this, so I keep on watching Discord, and I'm like, wait, where is my fucking not safe forward channel? I have dirty stuff to post. And I'm like, I see thousands of people in one single with GM with keys and everything. I'm like, wait, what is happening? And I asked Hamish and say, Hamish, fuck those. I asked Lotus and he says, Hamish, fuck those. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh, this is so funny. Oh, don't worry,
we've
guys.
got the Anchorman here, brother.
Yeah, cool. It's cool. I see him. That's gonna be a very nice. This thing has to be posted in Classic Row Reddit. It's gonna be huge. This guy is gonna turn into such a meme. It's so funny. I'm so happy, you know. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to say this to Anchorman.
Enjoy channel for sure.
Anchorman, is there anything else
I spent my birthday talking to Hamish all day, brother.
Sorry,
trying to, like, fuck him. Like, holy.
Anchorman, the bottom line is, dude, you can in this new guild, yeah, and any member that is rated with us, you can contact them by yourself. You can whisper them. You can ask them all the questions you want. You can ask them if they think they were treated fairly, if they think that the loot was done poorly. You'll get a resounding no.
In any case, this is so funny. I just watched the screenshots.
No, one sec. Yeah. We're gonna go private right now.
Why?
The leaders and Anchorman.
No, I think what I was going to say should be said to everybody.
Yeah, just mute everyone.
The master book from Medellin. I think it's on the front page, or I don't know which page. We always say it's in day one that people, raiders, or any casual that will have the guild achievements, like a Sulfur and Warhammer, should be compensated in some ways. And one of the only compensation we can really do is through loots. So the thing where he said that raiders are prioritized for because they held for the hammer. Yes, that was the principle of an open book.
Yes,
loot.
exactly.
So it's so retarded. This is just fucked up.
It's contribution through all sources, you know.
That might be another.
You put in.
That might be another important thing to note is how we do our loot and how we display our prioritization before every raid.
That's literally a spreadsheet.
Yeah, so Hamish has posted in that document like an image of our openly available loot price spreadsheet, and there is a lot of officers and class leaders' names. It should be mentioned that a lot of those are just placeholders. They definitely weren't locked in, and you would recognize over the few weeks because it's constantly getting updated. Even though someone's name was next to it, aka an officer or a class leader, they usually didn't end up receiving that piece of loot. It went to someone else who he felt was more fitting. So for him to underline every class leader or officer's name next to these pieces of loot is very inaccurate. And the people that actually receive those items are the proof of that. You can see someone's name might be next to a certain item, but someone else, if you go through the logs, actually received the item.
The Anchorman, do you want to say something? What do you want to do, dude? This is your time.
So I'm trying my best, but I'm getting flooded with shit from all angles right now. Like, I'm having people come forward, like, I'm getting whispers about Pronkers has done this exact same thing on Lightforge or some other server, private server or something. And then I said, do you have any, like, evidence, any screenshots, any proof? And he goes, no. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck off. So, yeah, this is quite messy, you know, I'm trying my best here.
100% the evidence Hamish has furnished, and I think all the officers can have some proof as well. They have been fabricated. They're absolutely wrong. And I hope when I get back to my place, I can find the screenshot.
Yeah.
Guys, can we just please let him talk? Just can everyone please be muted in this channel except for
So I think the best approach, and obviously this benefits me, but I'm trying to benefit you guys as well, would be radio silence on this front in terms of don't post on Reddit, don't do any of that, because you're just going to receive wagons of hate. It's how it works. I've got a fair amount of credibility, I'd like to say. And so if I run an article on front page and kind of essentially just pointing out everything you've said, I need to get it way more, but we can do that some other time. You know, this is quite everyone. It's pretty fresh. Everyone's kind of just getting very very heated on of course, because this is a fresh situation. You know, issue doesn't come out till Friday. When it drops, you know, I can have a big piece on essentially what we've spoken about. That you know, I think the nail in the coffin would be the fact that instead of like whistle blowing and like helping, he kind of like he did the whole whistle blow. He took your guild bank and disbanded the guild and killed everything and ran. I think that's kind of I'd have to speak to him, but I don't see how he can really defend on that, and that's kind of gonna make a huge problem for him when I write about it. So yeah, I think as long as I get more information and we disprove more of the stuff he said, you guys would be fine.
I mean, we'll be fine anyway, I think.
No, I know. I'm just saying that in terms of like receiving hate, because already you've got pretty much
the
guild I can think of is currently going in on you. And I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying this happens. I mean, it looks like a pretty legit leak. So yeah, I'll speak more to your officers and your GMs, etc. And your class leaders, I guess, at a later date. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by, say that I'm here, I'm listening. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, what Hamish posted is the truth. I'll run that, you know.
Yeah, it's good of you, dude. 100%.
Anyway, so yeah, thanks for your time, guys. I'm gonna dip.
Thank
you.
Thanks, man.
I thought you were actually someone within the guild, man.
Yeah, so did I.
Everyone thinks
I want to say this to people because I'm getting messages. You know, they don't know what side they're on. The only person that has caused drama in this guild since the start has been Hamish. That's it. You can believe me or you cannot, but I'd believe me. If I can put heaps of effort into this guild, guys, it's all come from him, 100%. I'm actually going to tell you what I told why Raid 2 went so poorly. Because of him, 100%. He brought so much negativity to Raid 2. I watched it for hours, man. I like fucking pinpointed the problems. Yeah.
We spent so long watching those streams, dude. I was watching those streams at fucking 2 a.m. Utah time. Like,
I was arguing with him on my birthday. Think about that for a second, guys.
Hey, I think your laundry is almost finished.
So, like, to the people that have whispered me, there's no reason not to trust me.
Whoever's laundry that is, what is that?
It's his private jet starting up.
That's steam coming out of my ears right now.
Who owns this Discord? Can someone open another channel so I can post the spreadsheets or screenshots of the spreadsheets? I still had it open from Raid earlier. I don't know if you've downloaded it yourself, but I've got
assignments. I've still got assignments. That's my spreadsheet, so you couldn't get that.
I've got the gear overview one open.
Yeah, I've got the attendance open.
Okay, guys, sorry, I'm with my girlfriend's family. I have to go back, but I'll see you tomorrow night when I go back to Singapore.
See you, man.
See you, mate.
You still there, Anchorman?
Yeah, I'm about to dip though.
Just a little thing on contact, like it's just an example. Like for the hunters, you can see in the photos he's put there. None of that was actually decided by the officers at all. The hunters themselves actually got into a channel and we decided what we wanted to do. And like how Ajax's name is highlighted, that's because he decided to boycott Giant Stalker in its entirety, and he's getting Dragon Stalker and before the others, and it's like in a reversal. Like his name being highlighted there, it's because he's not getting anything else. And the rest of it, we all decided. It wasn't decided by a click councillor or anything like that. So it's all been really fair on. And a lot of the other teams got told to do the similar thing.
Where did he post these photos? I haven't seen them.
Yeah, but like,
and like I know it's a bit rough. Oh man, that fucking washing machine. Fuck. Can you guys actually even hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I know it sounds a bit rough coming from me because I've got so much gear. But boys, how many fucking runs have I done to help you guys get gear, man? I don't give a fuck about gear. You guys can have it. I don't even care. You know? Yeah.
Bro, you helped me heaps last night.
You know, like
getting my raid.
Yeah, you've done fucking above and beyond, man. No question.
You know, like, I don't care about the gear, man. You guys give it to me. I don't even know what drops half the time, boys. I'm already on the next pool. Yeah.
Oh, no, that for a fact, Little.
You know, like, I know it comes rough coming from someone with so much gear, but I don't give a fuck about the gear, man. I fucking don't.
At the end of the day, there's 40 people in a raid, and it takes time to gear everyone. It's not going to be instantaneous. Yeah,
we're just having fun.
I mean, I rolled a mage knowing that it would be possibly months before I got gear, just because there's so many fucking people.
Like I remember fights in original vanilla, like when a talisman would drop, and people like having shit fits and like breaking guilds over a talisman.
I raided. You guys don't know this, but I raided in the best guild in Australia. I did. Like, and I'm not going to tell you anything about that. But, you know, I can't. You don't care about the gear, man, if you want to get far. You don't care about that shit. That shit is useless. It doesn't matter. It's meaningless. You know, you care about synergy, working together, teamwork, following calls, and positivity. Positivity is the biggest one. The one thing I came at Hamish with after reviewing his VODs for 6 hours and discussing it was his raid was negative. It was a trash show. You guys didn't even say congrats to getting loot. And that's why you guys cleared so poorly that first run. Anyway, Rogues 100% fixed that. And look at you guys now. You guys are doing great. A little bit of gear is not going to make you run faster. A bit of positivity does wonders. That's the truth.
Fucking earth.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Gear is the number one fucking bane of this game.
Did somebody say little tank, big heart?
Little tank.
Little tank for JN.
Hey, Little Tank, you want to do some rain runs? Yeah.
I'm already
Says it,
2 runs? So,
now
what's the status of this Discord channel? Do we just have some like anomaly channels that we no longer have access to?
Probably just start fresh, just in case.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I don't know. If we want to do that tonight? Do we want to do that tomorrow? Because
I can't even think.
this. Don't want to get all like movie here, but this Discord could quite literally be just like tapped, like bugged. Like it could just get all deleted just again. So
Well, Hamish isn't a part of it though.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
I think the Discord's fine. I mean, we've put a lot of work into it and also spent a lot of money on it as well.
How much money did you put on this Discord?
I boosted it a couple times. And also the thing is, it's because Hamish had the access abilities to do so. I can guarantee that won't happen again as long as Lotus or Pronkers don't do the same thing. It should be okay here. I'm starting to slowly rebuild it now.
On your rift.
So secure Discord?
Secure line?
Is it a secure line?
I think so, man.
The wisest weasel would know.
Yeah, dude, I think it is, man.
Alright, cool.
And I promise you guys won't remember the gear. You'll remember the fun times you had.
Fucking
the runs, the Jed runs, Asp never getting his main hand. You know, that's what you'll remember, boys. You know,
There you go,
There's
Zedu.
going to be a future where you can get the gear.
You may talk, Zedu.
I could speak again.
I'm sorry this happened to us. I am. This shouldn't have.
Who cares, man? Fuck him. We've reformed now, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just gotta get back up to number 1 and stay there, boys. Fucking show him. Fuck him.
Who was it that was bitching about the Mage Blade before?
Domar, I think.
No, I wasn't bitching about the Mage Blade, although how the priority was done in regards to untested information on the Mara Dagger.
I think so, yeah.
I'll have a chat with him later on. I mean,
I've just done
Oh, Rip, I just said like a huge speech. I was muted.
Bro, what?
It's not about the Mage Blade specifically. It's more about how the prior was done on untested information that the Mara Dagger is any good.
100%, and we've talked about this.
That's the bigger issue for me, is if prior was being done on that sort of philosophy.
You're wrong.
30% proc,
previously. Okay.
Yeah, can we see any sort of evidence of that?
Blade was going to Pali Prio before we knew about the dagger.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But if
The dagger has been tested too, by the way.
can someone link anything? Like any combat logs or
Confirmation that has
Let's look at this
video.
from a logical point of view, right? Have you spoken to your class leader or respected officer?
You know I'm a priest, right? I'm not a fucking mage main.
Okay, well then let's look at this then, right? What other options do Palis have in terms of plus crit, and what other options do mages have in terms of? Can you tell me off the top of your head?
It would more be the point that it's not required because everything's being overhealed, evident by Group 1 dropping healers for DPS.
Alright, can we not
And you can just
like in this sense?
you can just use more mana consumes. Demonic runes and mana pots.
Even if you are right, you're wrong here. Even if you are right, even if the maths says Mage Blade is better, you are still wrong in this situation. Why? Because that one item going to the wrong person by accident 3 times is not going to slow down our progress. What
Yeah,
will
I'm
slow
aware
down
of
our
that.
Progress is this. This will slow down our progress. Okay? Complaining about loot. It doesn't mean anything.
Dude, okay, you know there's one thing I'm after and it's not even loot.
What are you after, brother? What are you after?
I talked with Hamish when I joined. I'm interested in going for Scarab Lord, and
All right, cool, brother. If you're coming here to
And
get
I'm
something individually,
happy for raiding for months without getting prior on any gear.
as a team, I don't want you. Get out.
I'm perfectly capable and fine with being part of a team. I've been saying the whole time I don't want any gear.
Is not a part of it.
Okay, I think we've discussed that enough.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some emotions going tonight, so let's cut each other some slack and not have any deep philosophical discussions while we're in this state of mind.
Yeah, I agree. So
I'm just looking at it from a logical standpoint in terms of what's available for each class.
Yeah,
and why
Brambles.
it
I don't
makes
think we
perfect
should
sense.
talk about it anymore, dude.
Yeah, let's just move on from all of this, dude. Like,
it's too much
none
of a
of
hot
this.
pot.
Yeah.
I
If
think
we want to
should
go
start
over all the
focusing on
maps,
the rebuild. So, if anyone in the call has a friend, a part of the guild, that is offline and they're not back straight away, make sure to send them a Discord message and say, "Hey, look, reformed under this tab. Whisper one of these people for an invite." In the meantime, a lot of us officers will start redistributing permissions between the guild and getting the appropriate ranks up as well. And tomorrow is still on as well for anyone in the call for the Light Spider raid. I've done a guild message of the day saying that it still started at the same time. So yeah, we have loot to get, and we have loot to click prior to myself. I'm gonna get 8 out of 8 T1 tomorrow. Can't wait, boys.
Yeah, no one needs Pally gear there.
Tiger's a meme, dude. Like,
There was a few guys in guild asking before about raid team 3's run tomorrow, so just firming up what information they need would be good.
so just for maintenance sake, yeah, we're gonna stay in this Discord channel. Is that right?
Yeah, it makes the most. Everyone's already available here. Everyone is here, and it's secured.
Okay. So,
yeah, just kind of missions.
So we're gonna put out maybe a new news channel that like adds everybody in the chat, like everybody here saying what's happened. If somebody wants to write that up.
That's a good idea.
God, I can't believe all this shit just has to happen. Like, why?
Yeah, I know.
I made the game really hard for everybody.
I need to go to bed in a minute. I want all things covered, you know. I want everybody that's out of the loop to understand, because they're still in the Discord channel, obviously. And you don't want them logging in, going like, what the fuck happened? Where's my raid spot? Signing up with other guilds, and then we need to say, oh, actually no, you're still a member here. We didn't actually, you know what I mean. So we need to write a post, like ASAP.
Yeah.
Can we all just, in the meantime, until all this whatever happens, just shut up, don't go talking to any other people in any other guilds and that sort of thing. If they come at us and ask us, hey, what's going on with this? You know, I'm getting messages from people on the other side of the server saying, what's going on here? What's going on here? I'm just telling them, hey, but nothing, man. But talk to you later.
Name change. Just say a name change. Literally just
don't tell them anything, because that's just going to mean that even more misinformation or diluted information is going to go out when it's not quite ready to go.
You just look. So it's happened to me in other guilds as well. The truth comes out. You just let it do what it does. Like fucking the Reddit post is gonna. You can't lie to people about it, because people will read it on Reddit and they'll look at the misinformation. So you just tell them, yeah, look, Hamish left with the guild bank. We're working out what goes on. He wasn't happy with what happened with Luke. It's pretty much that simple.
Yeah.
As long as you're honest and truthful about it, fucking, you can't get caught out in a lie. So that's what happened. He wasn't happy with the way that loot was done, and now he's taken off with the bank. And just
Yeah, that's pretty much the bottom line. Yeah, as for if Thank Command wants to talk again, legit, if anybody from the guild, member, officer, raider, whatever, if you wanna go talk to him and you wanna tell him what you honestly think, I trust all of you. I feel like we've taken pretty good care of every single person that's joined. We've made things clear. We've put in high effort, spreadsheets for loot. 3 raids. That's like, let that not be understated. 3 raids. It's literally like a fucking logistical nightmare trying to do it. But we do it because we want everybody to raid.
So I legit think I'm like in a good spot to talk to that because I don't know any of the officers or anything. I'm just some guy who joined, and I've got a fucking Choker of the Fire Lord and a Netherwind crown. I didn't expect to fucking have them by now.
Oh, is this about the Anchorman?
Yeah. So if he does still want to talk to just anybody, feel free. But nobody's stopping you.
And Scott
I'm
here.
fairly
like,
confident.
Same thing in my situation.
Like literally like 99% of our decisions, and with hot topics like Mageblade, that was it was a massive point of debate for literally like almost 2 weeks, where we had to boil it down to a democratic vote. And Hamish was literally the only person that, basically dummy spat because he didn't get his way, essentially. He lost out on the democratic vote, and this is essentially the result of that.
Correct, yes. It is someone that lives with his mom spitting the dummy because he couldn't get his own way, essentially, over the course of many weeks and many months.
As a positive note, good job in MC tonight, guys. Well done.
Yeah, man, I had a great time. Positive.
I had a blast,
More upbeat. Thanks, Little.
Guess what,
Sorry?
boys? We get to re-rank under contest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Logs will be sweet.
Man, I lost all my guild rep, dude. I can't use the have group will summon
Dude,
guild.
my Hearthstone is full length now. What the fuck is this?
It's gonna be fun watching this from Asmongold.
Yeah, he's in the channel. It's one of the boys from Thai Hero, surely.
Yeah, it's Coons.
Content's over, dude.
Oh, it's
Rip
Coons.
content.
Yeah, it's Coons.
Kiss.
Oh, poor Coons.
What a fucking eventful evening.
Unrelated but related. What actually happened with the testing on the Mageblade was the proc rate 30%. Oh, not Mageblade. The Blade of Eternal Darkness.
Well, what I've come up with is like it's better than a Witchblade, I think. So
Is this just for warlocks or for mages as well?
well,
I think
just
it's
for
better
warlocks because at the
for,
moment,
mages than warlocks from what I've looked. But yeah, it has no internal cooldown.
it doesn't matter which class it's on. So mage, warlock, we're both casting like Shadow Bolt or Frostbolt. So it's
But
about
it's
the same.
I think it's the pool of spells that it can actually initiate on was what Onslaught were testing, because their idea is they want to start cluster pulling in raids. So think about when we did Dungeon Cleaver, they want to do that in raids, and they think the meta is shifting towards that because of how undertuned everything is. The ability to pull, say, 4 packs of Molten Giants and AoE them is there. And the idea of Blade of Eternal Darkness having no internal proc rate, you could AoE groups and have everyone have a non-GCD, no internal cooldown proc happening from all casters. So that's what they're testing right now. And given the information, it's something that we're looking to test eventually as well and push rating to the next level. And then someone got in our way, and this is happening. So it's all completely theoretical, but regardless of whether it works or not, items were still heading in certain directions for certain reasons anyway.
I don't care about the Loot Council decision, but wasn't the other thing that it was meant to benefit from plus shadow damage as well? Because it's a shadow damage.
We found out that it didn't. I think.
I don't think it does.
It
does increase with Curse of Shadow, I think. And
I haven't realized that.
It procs off Blizzard and stuff like that. So the first stick of Blizzard has a chance of procking it. So if you have 16 mages and they all use Blizzard at the same time, and each get the one proc, it's crazy to explain because it can proc like 3 or 4 times just off of the one tick, kind of like how Hand of Justice functions.
Can you guys see the assignment spreadsheet again now?
Yes.
Sweet. The PFP is still there and it's accurate. I'll change Megs because you're the only one I inflated. So that's pretty much accurate to 1 gold. And then transmitters are at the top.
I managed to download a copy of the master book to Bronx because I had the tab open if you need.
Cheers, brother. Just send it on Discord. I actually don't know if I'm working tomorrow or not. Apparently I am, so big yikes.
Take a sickie, bro. Great Australian way.
What made us choose contest?
Contest was actually second in the run-in for the guild name, so it came second nature almost. And Medellin only won by a couple votes. It was very, very close.
Was there a preference between all caps and no caps?
I think all
caps is the only way, bro.
Very high test, man. It's very high testosterone. It's very aggressive.
Really aggressive.
There's content. Content's gone, bro.
So is Group 3 still raiding tomorrow night, obviously?
Yes. As mentioned, it is continuing to raid. The guild message of the day has been updated. We'll see how we go with numbers, but we should be able to get there.
Alright, sweet. That's really good news.
Was the tanks for it, but
Underhill and Scotto.
oh,
Did you get that, Bronx?
You don't need an next year achievement for that, do you?
I did. Fuck yeah.
I've been trying to get it for 2 weeks, but no one wants to run with me.
Yeah, no one wants to do this.
Oh, mate, just got a shout out in guild. If it's
I
only
have
run,
been for the
mate,
last 2
happy to
weeks.
help. I've done a few of those runs, man. Sorry, must have missed you.
It's all good. Shit happens.
So good, we can do them tomorrow, Twiz.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
There's no bank in Everlook.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, in the biggest building with the auction house.
It's just bro. It's just in the corner in the open your eyes section.
I'd say that to my employees, man. That's hilarious.
Oh my fuck.
For the meme show bank, like I don't know what you want to see. Look at all those memes. Oh wait, I guess there is a meme. Oh yeah.
I'm going to say one more thing, and then I'm going to go to bed. But little bits of gear, they don't matter. They don't matter, guys. Like, if you really want to get the high speed, the high success rate in this world, man, it's about teamwork. It's about working together. It's about coming up with ideas, especially in a game like this, guys.
100%.
You know, like, if we give out the wrong item once, that's not going to make or break us. You know, it's not going to make us go 2 hours faster. You know, it's not. It's synergy, it's trust, it's teaching, it's all that stuff. That's the stuff that matters. And you know what? As leaders, we're going to get things wrong sometimes, but it's better. You know, we stick together when something goes wrong, or something like that.
And just talk about it. Communication is everything, right?
Yep. And we, as the leaders, we were communicating.
Yeah, we were.
Very, very much so. Like, very much so.
Voting as leaders do in a democracy.
Yeah. And it was just one person that was not understanding.
If there was a lot of power.
With a lot of power.
If there was actually any problems in terms of the guild internally, etc., there would have been people that went with him, but there was literally nobody. We're all still here.
Yeah, they're waiting for their turn. We'll fund another Sulfurus, and then Little will leave next.
So you reckon you'll stay in the server?
Honestly, guys, too, I was thinking about it then. I quit this game if this dies. If you guys all leave, I quit this game. Fuck this game. I do.
Yeah,
honest.
there's not really much that you could do without a guild.
Who wants to go to Prime or like?
No,
start over
I
again,
enjoy playing with you guys. I enjoy playing with you guys.
Yeah, I think everyone should message head admin and tell him we miss him. Honestly.
I did. I spoke to him. Yeah.
Wait, is head admin in Prime?
Yeah, no.
I've been chatting with him.
I caught.
Oh shit! My god.
I've been.
Hashtag cigar.
Typical, man.
Why would you?
What
do you mean, dude?
Why is he in primal?
Okay. About Hamish and Headman. This is another topic. Between me and Hamish and Head Admin, because we're the tanks, you know, we've been talking amongst each other, and unfortunately, Hamish had a pretty hard grip on Head Admin, but I wouldn't fully take that because he does respect us and he's just very confused right now because he has friends over in whatever guild he's joined and he doesn't know what to do and that's fair, that's fine. If he wants to go over there and raid with his friends, yeah, if he's happy over there, that's cool.
Yeah, don't spam him, guys, please.
Just leave him alone, guys. Like, if he wants to play with his friends and this is, yeah, that is what it is.
Who, Head Admin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's fine. Like if he left to go to a different guild, but if Hamish told him he was going to yoink all that shit and he didn't say anything, that's a bit fucked.
Definitely.
What would he think though?
Hamish was trying to
is the
convince
GM
me
as
from
well.
day one that we should all be friends with Primal. Like he was fucking adamant. Like I felt like I was getting a fucking G kick if I did.
Oh shit.
Well, we should be, but it's hard.
Why?
They make it hard, don't they?
They do.
We should be, but you know, yeah.
Don't trust the guys.
Congrats on the viewers, Pronkers, by the way.
Who wants to do Ubers?
I'm in.
I'm gonna go to bed. It's been an interesting night, guys. Thanks. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess.
See you,
Can we just go fuck up BlackRock? Like, legit, fuck Ubers. Let's go, boys.
Well, you can go fuck up.
I'm the right spec.
Let's go, boys. Everyone on the
I've got my dress on. I've got my dress on, boys. Let's
Get the
kill
PvP
Trox is
gear
at
out.
Blackrock Mountain right now.
Let's go, boys.
Oh my god, let's
We're
go,
going to
Trox.
BlackRock. Invite, boys.
Whisper Pronkers 543, brother.
Can we get the inner click?
Yeah, fuck up to that.
Yeah, all 80 of us.
Hey, Broncos, if I give you my Twitch Prime, can I get a loot prior?
I'm gonna go with yes. You can get Loot Pro and VC.
Corruption confirmed in new guild.
Only on Mage Blade. Why didn't we name ourselves
What was
Corruption?
the number? What was the number, Pronkers? 453.
543, brother.
Bro, we should have named our guild like
Actually, yeah, Corruption.
Oh shit, he subscribed.
It's not working. I can't 543.
Welcome. Because you real ID messaged me.
Oh, true. Blizzler.
Oh shit, I got a Founder's Badge, Poggers.
Founder's badge, fuck yeah. I don't know what that is, but
It's like if you're one of the first few people to subscribe to a channel.
Congrats, man.
congrats, man.
Massive congrats, man.
So can I leave this United Alliance coalition thing?
Yes, I'm not using it anymore, so it's just my old Discord.
I thought this was Uber's raid. What's this raid for?
Nah, this is
killing
fucking up
Darren.
BlackRock Mountain, bro. We ain't doing no Uber. We're taking out. We're just gonna go spread the word of conquest.
How funny would it be if Ford came and raided while this is
Who's
going?
hosting the PvP?
Yeah, man, let's go.
543, me brother.
Still holding all these sappers from the raid that didn't happen earlier.
Holy shit, yeah. Oh shit, that's so many sappers.
Who am I 543?
Sorry about the coughing. Pronkers, sorry. Dresses on, boys. Dresses are mandatory for this fight. Tabards off.
Good thing I'm a
Paladin life.
You can't do it with the thingy. It doesn't work.
Oh, literally.
Are we staging?
No.
We're just going straight in. We should probably stop.
Frank,
Wait.
can you look at officers and Nomad?
Little, I figured out what you were doing wrong in item rack.
Everyone is KSS, even low views. Kill everyone.
Whoa. That's pretty rude.
I got some takeaways. I missed out on conversations. What's happening?
Dude, Own is probably mobilizing right now, just FYI.
Damn, this guild tag is actually pretty bis.
Yeah, it is, eh?
Chat as, mate.
Thug, dude.
Straight to Uber's entrance.
Seeing Tony Diggles, man, TD with a contest tag and that big very scary,
boy.
dude.
Spooky.
Did you get that sword today, TD?
Yeah, brother.
Congrats, man.
Trying to shake it.
Eagle is land.
Damn, that sword actually slaps low key. That thing's got 42 strength on it, man. What the heck?
They're about to feel it, man. Let's go.
Dresses on, boys.
Does a rope
Want
count?
to buy a dress?
Look at me go. Am I beautiful?
Dresses on, boys.
How beautiful am I?
What even is that weapon? It's what staff is
Dude,
that?
look at that fucking swing speed. This is the best in slot weapon. You think I need hand to rag?
The nicker.
No, it's the fucking slave driver's cane. Yeah, we got some big hordes here, boys. Just wait up.
Oh, who's that on
Just
the
wait up here.
balcony?
That's your boy Trox.
They're ready for you.
Yeah, they are. Just wait up, wait up, wait up. Chill, chill, chill. They know we're coming. Let's get some buffs out. Alright, just start harassing. Get AoE in the corner.
Hang on, nearly